Hello everyone, and welcome to ArtDroid29 Productions. My name is Tom, and I'll be your narrator today. This is part 3 of What If Deku Became Swamp Thing. With introductions out of the way, let us continue this story. We continue this story a mere couple of days from where we last left off. Outside of the gates of the fenced-off swamp stood heroes like Endeavor, Hawks, and Kamui Woods, alongside 2 squads of armed men wearing tactical gear. Leading them all was a tired-looking blonde man dressed in a suit who stood facing them. His whole demeanor giving off the impression that he in no way, shape or form wanted to be there. Okay, before we begin, let me introduce myself for those who don't know me. My name is Yokumiru Mera. I'm the Vice President of the Hero Commission. Our president would have been here in person, but she had other matters to attend to. I'm sure you're all aware of this swamp that you're about to enter, but I'm here to tell you why you're all going in. As you know, this swamp appeared seemingly out of thin air a few weeks ago. But based on recent events and eyewitness reports, we believe that it was created by a villain that the press have dubbed as the Swamp Thing. I'm sure you've probably read about it. We still do not know the extent of his quirk, only that it's plant-based. This guy has taken out every other hero and special forces unit we've sent in, and although they lived, they were still injured, so be careful. Your mission is to scout the area and find this Swamp Thing. You have permission to stop him by any means necessary as long as he's brought in alive. If this swamp is anything like that building in Mustafu, then we'll most likely require his assistance in removing it. Kamui Woods would then interject. How exactly will we find him? Chances are he'll find you. The strike teams have their own plan of attacks, but you heroes can talk amongst yourselves and come up with a strategy before going in. You're dismissed. Hawks would then turn to the rest of his team. So, how do you want to do this? However, instead of responding with a straight answer, the most seasoned hero of the group, Endeavor, pushed past them all and stormed his way into the swamp. You can all stay out of my way. Is he always like this? Don't take it personally, rookie. Just stick with me, follow protocol, and you'll be fine. The rest of the heroes and the strike team would soon follow the flame hero into the unknown. They were not that far into the swamp before they were all caught off guard by the swamp's only resident. Leave now. The voice of the Swamp Thing echoed through the trees, his tone alone showing that he in no way had wanted company. Not one bit. Any sane man would have immediately turned around and left, but not these heroes or soldiers. Show yourself! This'll go a lot easier if you just surrender. We're not looking for a fight. If you truly wish to avoid a fight, then I suggest that you walk away, whilst you still possess the ability to do so of your own accord. This is my final warning. Movement could be heard all throughout the creature's domain. None of the heroes or strike team members could pinpoint an exact location. All they knew was that the sounds were only getting closer. Enough! Flames bursted out from Endeavor's body, burning the nearby shrubs and scorching some of the nearby trees. You dare hurt the green! Enough hiding, coward! Get out here, now, before I burn this entire wasteland to ash, and you along with it! As you wish. The very ground that the hero stood on began to violently shake, before a multitude of hands made out of mud emerged from beneath their feet and dragged the non-heroes underground, leaving only Hawks, Endeavor, and Kamui Woods, who had just barely dodged the oncoming attack. Before they could even think about where their comrades had gone, a large tendril made of plant matter shot out from the fog, latching itself onto Kamui Woods' back before dragging him away screaming. His screams could still be heard from inside the fog that had imprisoned him. Ah! Woods! The winged hero was willing to risk his life by chasing after his ally, only for Endeavor to prevent him from doing so with just his words alone. Don't bother, you'll only end up like the others. Meanwhile, outside the swamp, Mira could be seen inside of a metal cabin. listening to all of the audio that was being recorded thanks to the communicators the strike team and heroes were wearing. Damn it! Do you read me? Endeavor, Hawks, anyone? What the hell is happening out there? The agent would then turn to other similarly dressed men and women, who sat in front of monitors that only displayed static. We've lost all visuals! Where are the drones? We've lost connection, sir. We can't get them back online. Something must have happened to them. Damn it. If you can hear me, listen. Retreat. This whole operation has gone downhill. I repeat, if you can hear me, get out of there. This is Hawks. Hawks? What's the situation? Where's Endeavor? Whilst on the line with his superior, Hawks was fighting off a giant flytrap that was doing its best to make a meal out of him. Ha! With one swift strike with his feather, Hawks managed to slice the head off of the sentient plant, finally giving himself time to breathe. He's gone after Swamp Thing. Everyone else is gone. Kamui Woods, the strike team, they've all been dragged away and this whole swamp is out to get me. I'm going after them. Forget about them. But, sir, listen, everyone else we've sent in made it out alive. He roughed them up, but he never went for the kill. They'll be fine. You have my word. Just get out of there. What about Endeavor? From the sounds of it, those two might end up killing each other. We both know Endeavor ain't just gonna leave a fight. Endeavor has been doing this for a long time. He can handle himself. Make your way out of there. That's an order. I'm sorry, but I'm going back for him. I can't let him fight this thing alone. Hawks? Damn it! The winged hero then flew towards the bright orange flames that engulfed the swamp, along with the sounds of what sounded like a full-blown war between two giants. Endeavor! Are you there? Endeavor! Before Hawks was a swamp on fire, with Endeavor kneeling on the ground, his costume torn to shreds, his body covered in burns and a multitude of cuts and bruises, whilst he was clinging to his ribcage. But facing him was none other than his opponent, the Swamp Thing, who showed no signs of being injured. Hawks then wrapped one of his wings around the wounded hero. It's okay, I'm getting you out of here. No, I can still fight. Put your pride aside and accept defeat, Endeavor. You have already lost. Hawks, get as far away as you can. The flame hero struggled to stand on his own 2 feet before both of his fists had ignited. I have enough power for one last attack. I'm going to give it my all. The fire in his hands grew larger and larger, the heat increasing until Endeavor's body could no longer handle it. Take this! Endeavor put both of his hands together, generating a large ball of fire before launching it at his opponent. The moment the blast had made contact, a large explosion erupted at the scene, destroying a large portion of the swamp, seemingly turning the Swamp Thing to nothing but ash before Endeavor had passed out. Hawks ran towards the unconscious hero before him, supporting his head on his knee and making sure he was okay. You did it! You beat him! No, he did not. The Swamp Thing's voice echoed through the remains of the swamp, before another, much larger version of him began to manifest before the two heroes, towering over them both. No! It can't be! Damn it! It did not have to be this way. If you had left me be, none of this would have happened. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must rebuild. The green behemoth placed his palm on the burnt ground, causing it to return to its old shade of green before what was destroyed began to regrow. With the swamp now back to its previous state, he started marching towards the two heroes before him. Fearing the worst, Hawks immediately grabbed one of his feathers and aimed it at the larger figure marching towards him. Stay back! I have no interest in fighting, Hawks. Yeah? Well, you have a weird way of showing it.
I fought back only in self-defense. You attacked my home, destroyed that in which I so carefully built. I was merely protecting both myself and it. You may not believe me when I say this, but I also care deeply for this world in which you claim to protect.
Liar! Ha! Hawks, stand down. The winged hero was about to strike the monster before him, only for his superior to appear, along with a team of medical staff, all of whom had their hands in the air. So, you're Swamp Thing. Listen, I'm not here to fight. All those people that have been coming after you, the heroes, the armed forces, I sent them. All of them. If you want to punish someone, then punish me. All I ask is that you release the others I sent in and let my men take Endeavor and Hawks out of here for medical attention. You do that, and me and you can talk. Just the two of us. What do you say? We got a deal?
Very well.
Sir, you can't be serious. That's enough, Hawks. Go with the medical team and rest up. I'll be fine. The winged hero and the unconscious Endeavor were carried away by the team of medical personnel, leaving Mira alone with the swamp monster. Okay, let's talk. What the ground beneath the two would then begin to shake. Hey, you said we'd talk!
That I did.
Two large bundles of vines burst out from beneath the ground before rearranging themselves to resemble what looked like two seats, one of which resembled a large throne.
Sit.
Swamp Thing sat down on his makeshift throne, gesturing to Mira to do the same with his much smaller seat.
Speak.
My name is...
I know who you are. Yokumiru Mira, Vice President of the Hero Public Safety Commission.
The plant monster's posture slumped as his fingers laced together. His elbows rested on his knees as he made eye contact with the professional before him.
The green tells me all that I need to know.
Well, at least I don't have to introduce myself. I'm assuming your name isn't Swamp Thing. You care to tell me your real name?
No.
Okay, I guess Swamp Thing it is. Mira's heart began beating faster and faster, the way he presented himself hiding the fear that resided. Listen, your presence these past few weeks has people worried. Some stranger who we have no records of turns up out of nowhere, transforms a whole building into a giant plant pot, then creates a swamp out of thin air. My superiors are scared.
They should be.
Okay, enough beating around the bush. I need you to take it all down. The swamp, the plants, everything you made, and come with me.
You think you are in a position to make demands of me?
Damn it, I'm serious. Look, if you come with me, I can prove to the public that you're not a threat. Not to mention this swamp of yours, it shouldn't even exist.
Liar!
The monster shot up from his throne, towering over Mira, who finally displayed signs of fear upon seeing the monster finally show signs of pure rage.
I've been sent on a mission to protect the green. Humans have done nothing but destroy this planet, which is why the green chose me to protect it, to save it from the likes of which want to see it suffer. What I have done here is to help the world. You claim to protect the world, but I have only seen you destroy it.
If that's the case, come with me and explain that to my superiors. We can work together here. There's no reason why we should be fighting each other.
Very well. I will speak to your leader.
Oh, okay, good. Now then, how about we... In an instant, Swamp Thing was gone, seemingly vanishing into thin air. Where did you... Oh no. This is where we shall leave the story for right now. If you enjoyed the episode, please feel free to like and share. It really means a lot to the channel. Also, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe so that you can keep up to date with all future uploads. Thank you all and have a great day.